What's up? My name is Dominique and welcome to today's video. Let's get ready together using all Makeup by Mario products, including the new Surreal Skin Foundation and Surreal Skin Concealer combo, and a ton of other new Makeup by Mario products. But before we get into it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and of course, as always, don't forget to subscribe so that we can become besties. Alright, let's get into the video. So the first thing that I do every single time I do my makeup is I start with my eyeshadow first. And that's because I hate when eyeshadow fallout gets onto my foundation, so I always make sure to do it first. I'm gonna start off by using Master Mattes first, and I absolutely love this eyeshadow palette. I think it's wonderful. It's definitely one of my favorites, but you would already know that if you watched my ranking my eyeshadow palettes video, because I ranked it in the top 3. What number exactly? I don't know. You're gonna have to go and find out because I don't even remember myself. But the first thing that I have to do when it comes to my eyeshadow is prime my eyelids. So what better way to test a brand new concealer than using it for everything that you possibly can? I have the shade 220 in the concealer. It comes with a little doe foot applicator that's slightly curved, and I'm just gonna place it all over my eyelids as if it was my base. This concealer is so interesting because it goes on so dark, but when you tap it out, it actually brightens up. I mean, do you see the color difference between this is it blended out and then this is how it looks when it first applies to the skin? It's so weird how it brightens, because at first I was like, this might go a little wrong, but it's definitely working beautifully as an eyeshadow base. It's giving full coverage, and I love that because that is what I need. Alright, so the concealer worked perfectly as an eyeshadow base, and now with the Master Mattes eyeshadow palette, I'm just gonna create a little look. I just did an in-depth eyeshadow tutorial with this palette. If you want to go check that out, I will have it linked right here. In that video, I really go in depth with how I create an eyeshadow look, so if you're looking for some eyeshadow inspo, go check that out. And I think this palette is absolutely perfect, especially for travel. I mean, I bring this with me absolutely everywhere. And it's funny because I feel like I do the same bronzy look for every look that I do, but really it's because I love this palette and I love the shades and I love how it looks on my skin. I just washed my eyeshadow brushes last night and this is so amazing. The first use of brand new washed brushes. I'm obsessed. So I just finished up cutting the crease with the concealer, and I will say that the concealer worked beautifully for cutting my crease. It's just really weird how this concealer goes on one color and then you actually have to physically blend it out to see the brightening effect. I mean, honestly, it's not that big of a deal at all. I've just never seen another concealer do that. So now I'm gonna add one of these metal shades to my lid where I cut the crease, and I'm gonna go in with the shade right here, Rose Gold. Now you see this palette kind of has a little mixing dish right here. That's because this metal manipulator is to intensify the effect on the eye. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scoop out a little powder from this container into this dish, and then I'm gonna do 1 to 2 drops, mix it together, and then apply it to my eye, and it's gonna look way more intense with this liquid added to it. I'm gonna try to show you this as carefully as possible, and I already dumped some out. So I scraped out some of the powder into the dish, and now I'm just gonna do 1 drop of the manipulator. 1 drop. With my eyeshadow brush, I'm just gonna mix it around, and it's gonna turn into like this liquid paste. Turns out I need another drop. I'm gonna do 2 drops actually. Now I'm gonna mix it. Okay, now it's a liquid paste. So now I'm gonna apply it on my lid. I will say it's very shiny and cold. It's kind of a pain to be using, so this is only for a special occasion, and I much prefer the Master Mattes palette over the Master Metals. Alright, so here is the eyeshadow look so far using both of the palettes, and they're both $50 each. So that's why. If you gotta pick one or the other, I would say Master Mattes. I would get more use out of the mattes, but that's just me. And it's finally the moment you all have been waiting for. I'm going to be applying the Surreal Skin Liquid Foundation to my face, and I have the shade 9W. This is $42 at Sephora. It has a natural finish. It's hydrating, it has a medium coverage, but it's also buildable, so you can get it to the full coverage if that's what you're looking for. And of course, it's long wearing. So definitely a little perfect recipe that we have going on right here. My skin has already been prepped, so I'm gonna go right in with the foundation. I'm just gonna do 1 pump on the back of my hand. I just washed my brushes last night, so this is gonna be so fun, but I feel kind of bad bad getting it dirty again. But then I'm just gonna dip into it a little off the back of my hand and then apply it directly to my face with the brush first. This foundation looks absolutely stunning on the skin, okay? It's very lightweight and thin. I honestly don't feel like I have a lot on my skin right now, and I only needed one pump to cover my entire face, so I would say that's a win. And you can also see the gorgeous glow that it gives the skin. And another great thing about this foundation is that even though it's glowy, it does a great job at controlling oil throughout the day. So if you have oily skin and you're scared that your skin's gonna look super greasy by the end of the day with a foundation this glowy, you don't have to worry because it stays looking like this all day long and it does not go anywhere. Now I'm gonna go in with the sponge and I'm gonna tap it into my skin and really give it that flawless appearance. This is gonna pick up any extra foundation that doesn't need to be there, and it's gonna smooth out everything that's on my skin right now. I've been wearing this foundation for a while now, and I will say it's one of my favorites. And one of the coolest parts about this foundation is that you don't have to set it because it dries in place and you can wear it all day with no powder. But me personally, I would never do that because I am a powder queen. Even though I have dry skin, I still love to set my face entirely. And I don't care how untrendy that is. I love it. I love to set my face, and I will always set my face, no matter what the trend is. 10 out of 10, definitely a gorgeous and beautiful and stunning and everything in between foundation. Alright, next up I have the SurrealSkin Awakening Concealer, and this is in the shade 220. This concealer also has a natural finish, it's a medium coverage, and it's also great for long wear. I truly love this concealer. I think I love it more than the foundation, which is insane. But this concealer is self-setting, so honestly you don't even have to set it if you don't want to, which I know a ton of people out there will appreciate. But me personally, I don't care what concealer it is, I need to set it. I don't care if it's the world's greatest concealer, I'm still setting it with a powder. It blends like a dream, but it also does dry down, so you have a little bit to work with it, but it will dry, which is nice because that's why you can wear it without setting it. And you see how beautifully it just brightened up this under eye? So good, so good, so good. I wore this concealer all day in the Florida heat last weekend, and I was outside sweating so bad, and it didn't crease at all. It stayed the entire day, through the sweat, through the heat, through the sun. It did not go anywhere. So that's how I knew I was obsessed with this. But this concealer definitely is medium coverage, but you can build it if you want full coverage. This concealer is $29 at Sephora. I love it so much. It's one of my favorites, and it does a great job at making your under eye look flawless, and it lasts all day long. So I know that I can count on her. Alright, so now my face needs a little bit of warmth, so I'm going to go in with the SoftSculpt Skin Enhancer. So what's the difference between the bronzing stick and this, you may ask? The SoftSculpt bronzing stick has a little bit more coverage, and it also has a little bit more of a natural finish, and of course it has a stick formula. The SoftSculpt Skin Enhancer, on the other hand, has a very glowy finish. It also has a very light coverage, and it's in a little compact container. And I always go into cream compacts with a brush, and I go directly into the compact and then apply it directly on my skin. And you can see how light it is and how it just blends right into the skin with no effort. It's super light but warms up your skin effortlessly. I know I keep saying no effort and effortlessly, but I'm serious. You do not have to work hard to get this to blend. It blends as soon as you put the brush to your skin. I mean, I don't even know how that's possible, but it truly is just so gorgeous. You can get this for $30 at Sephora, and of course there's more shades for you to choose from. And the really great thing about this is that it applies over creams beautifully, but also you can apply it right on top of powders, and it blends just as beautifully. This product is freaking beautiful. I'm obsessed. I'm seriously obsessed with this. And I think this video just made me love it even more, seeing it on camera. This might have to be one of my all-time favorites. I love it. Now it's time to add some blush, so I'm gonna go in with the Soft Pop Blush Veil in the shade Perfect Pink, and this is also $30 at Sephora. I have never used this product before. I've seen it online and it has looked so gorgeous, so I'm so excited to try this out today. You have no idea. I've been dying to try this. So I've also heard that you can apply this on top of powders as well as creams, so we're gonna test that theory later in the video and see if it really does apply on powder. But first, let's see how it applies to the skin, and I apply it the same way with a brush. I hope I like the shade. Oh, it's so cute. First impression is that it's very light and buildable, which is really nice for a cream blush like this. And as crazy as this shade looks in the pan, it looks gorgeous on the skin right now. And I'm also going to bring it all the way up to my lash line to give my under eye that light pink look. And of course, I can't skip the nose because I always put blush on my nose. So this blush also has a gorgeous glow. It's buildable and it looks beautiful on the skin. I mean, I'm obsessed obsessed. This cream blush is very glowy, it's beautiful on the skin, and I definitely want to try out the other shades because they are gorgeous just as much as this one is. Both of these products are a major slay, definitely some of my faves. Off camera, I just finished up my eyebrows and my lower lash line, so that's all complete. And I also set and powdered my whole face. Now I'm taking the SoftSculpt Powder Bronzer. I have the shade Light Medium, and I'm just gonna revive some color back to my face because after that powder, it all left. And I'm just gonna lightly dust it where I placed the cream bronzer just to give my skin that warmth because after I powdered my face, baby, it left the building. I love this powder bronzer so much. I use it all the time. This is one of my favorites for sure. Now I'm taking the SoftSculpt Skin Perfector. I have the shade Medium in this as well, and it's also $30 at Sephora. This essentially is a finishing powder. This should go on your skin last. This is not meant to set your face, but just to add a little finishing touch to your skin. This has a radiant finish, and it's gonna make your skin look glowy and beautiful and healthy, and it's just a topper. Whereas the enhancer is actually a cream product that helps warm up your skin. This is more like a bronzer, and this is more like a finishing powder. So with this product, I'm gonna take a really fluffy brush, and since I already powdered my face, it's ready to apply. I wish this had a mirror, but unfortunately it doesn't. So I'm just gonna take it and I'm gonna dust it all over my skin, everywhere. Just a really light dusting, and as you can see, I'm not concentrating it anywhere specific. I'm literally dusting it all over my skin. This is gonna give my skin a beautiful glow from within, and this product is a great way to add that glow back to your skin after you powdered it. Or if you're someone who loves a soft, subtle glow from within, you will love this product because that's all it gives, a very soft glow all over the skin though, which is why I love it because I am obsessed with finishing powders. I love when my foundation looks like it has that glow from within. I really like this one too. I give it an 8 out of 10 because it is so glowy. It slightly brings out texture, but nothing too bad. I definitely can live with it. As one of the final steps, I'm gonna go back in with a cream blush, and I'm just gonna apply it right over the powder because I wanna see how this looks on the skin on top of powder. And I'm here to give you the real tea. Oh yes, this is going over powder insanely beautifully. Wow, 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 wow. Hello. It's blending just as easily on top of powder as it did on cream, and that's unheard of. This is just as beautiful as I expected. I absolutely love this. I'm so happy right now. This is so beautiful. I'm obsessed. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is probably one of my favorite cream blushes ever at the moment. I mean, this is just, it slays. It's so beautiful. This is such a beautiful product for literally anybody because it works on top of cream, on top of powder. However you want to apply it, it will work. And not only does it works effortlessly on both powder and on top of cream. Like, are you kidding me? All right, we are finally on the last step, which is of course lips, because I can't do a look without doing some type of lip. It really just brings everything together, and right now I feel like I look crazy because I have foundation lips, which if this was 2015, that might be cute, but it's 2023 and that's not cute. I'm going to be using the Ultra Suede Sculpting Lip Pencil in the shade Lauren. The other side of the pencil has a lip brush, and I really appreciate that because then you can clean up your line so effortlessly because it's right there. And this is just a typical pencil lip liner, and I actually prefer pencil lip liners over any other type of lip liner. Even though you have to sharpen it, they just work beautifully. And I feel like the formulas are just so much more long lasting. And this pencil actually comes with a sharpener inside the box, so you don't have to worry about not having one to sharpen the pencil. So that's really nice because one is included. I mean, it just goes on so creamy and effortlessly, just like everything else. Everything is just so good formula wise. I love them. They're actually really good. And I'm not just saying that, I'm being for real. And now with the lip brush, I'm just gonna fade in the liner just so you can't see it at all and everything blends seamlessly. And here is the lip liner in the shade Lauren all on, and I'm gonna go on top with the Ultra Suede lipstick in the shade Erin. This is a light nude pink, and I love this shade so much, honestly. These lipsticks are also so creamy and comfortable on the lips. They're not drying at all. And now I'm gonna top off the lip with the MoistureGlow Plumping Lip Gloss in the shade Barely Pink. This is a full coverage gloss, and this is kind of like a nude pink shade, and I love this one. When this came out, I wanted this shade for so long, so I'm glad to have it. This is supposed to be a plumping lip gloss, but it doesn't really give me a plump. More like a very subtle and soft tingle to the lips. But I don't like this product specifically for the plumping effect. I like it for the gloss itself because it's very comfortable, it's not sticky, it feels very hydrating on the lips, and it's very thin actually. And that's it. That is my collection. These products are really freaking good, okay? today. I honestly love a lot of them that I used today, as you can tell. I love the cohesive packaging. I think it's really unique, and I love to see a brand have specific branding that's very different from others. And although this isn't the most creative packaging, I really like how cohesive the brand is, how you can tell every product goes together. I really enjoyed creating today's video. I love filming Get Ready With Me videos because they are so much fun. Alright, and that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me today. I had so much fun as always. And I will be back next week with a brand new video, but until then, you can go ahead and binge watch the rest of my videos on my channel so you don't miss me too much until then. And before you go, if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps support me and the channel. Leave a comment down below if you've tried out any of these Makeup by Mario products and which ones were your favorite. And of course, as always, don't forget to subscribe so that we can become besties. Alright, and that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching and being here today. I really appreciate your support. You are my bestie. And I'll see you next week with a brand new video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, please. Bye!